Welcome, welcome, welcome to Fashion Victuals Radio, only on ripradionetwork.com. As you can see, to the right of me is my new co-host, AD, in the building.
Yeah, what's up,
What's-
world? What's up?
What's going on?
It's your boy AD from Arkansas.
Hey,
Gotta rep my country, hometown,
I
Arkansas.
know that's right.
I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you invited me to be your co-host.
I'm so happy you're here.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Oh, yes. How?
I hope y'all ready.
Okay. The turn up about to be real.
Cheers to that.
Okay.
Cheers to that.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. So, everybody, this man has been in my life 5
5 or 6 years. You know, I was thinking about that, TT, and I was like, what, 5, 6 years?
It's been 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, you've been like family to me.
I
you
know, definitely.
Yeah,
Shoot.
like, I was in the kids' wedding, your
I
sister's
know.
wedding. I was like, you mean the world to me. Now, I'm just now giving her Valentine's Day gift. So I was like,
Okay,
it was a.
hold up, but you be on travel like all the time.
I do travel a
all
lot.
the time. Like, I literally think that since then you've been on like 3 or 4 trips.
That's true, but you know why though I travel? I realized why I travel because when I was a little boy, I never got to go anywhere.
Okay.
He was like, we was poor. I was like, I was like, dang, I want to go to Disney World, but now I'm going places past Disney World.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm gonna travel now. It's like buying shoes. I used to get one pair of
Exactly.
shoes a year. Now I'm like, I'm always buying 10 shoes.
I know, but damn, can you take somebody with you? Shoot.
Yeah, I will. When I get my boo.
I know,
So
right? Now you, I know, and the Jamaica trip coming up. I already know about
Jamaica,
that.
I did invite you though.
You did.
I did invite you.
You did. That one you did.
I did invite you.
I can't even lie about that.
And you just went cold turkey on me.
Shit happens.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Shit happens.
But it's July, right?
Yeah, no, it's actually September. End of August, September.
Maybe I might be able to pull that off.
We'll see, y'all.
Maybe.
We will see.
Well, we got a lot to talk about today. One thing definitely is the Kentucky Derby and the Met Gala, because both events just happened recently.
Yes, they did.
And we do have a caller calling in, AJ from Gunline Radio. He went to what is the name of the Food and Wine Festival in the National Harbor.
Okay.
So I want to get his little intake on how his experience was when he was out there. What do you think about when you think about the Met Gala and the Kentucky Derby? What do you think about when you hear those?
So this is to be real with you, the Kentucky Derby, I would not be interested.
Really?
I think it's like something that a rich white person go to. I'm just saying, like, it'd be real stuffy. You know what I'm saying?
Compared to the Met Gala. Okay.
Yes, it would be real
Right.
stuff. No, Met Gala, they have a dinner and they have dance, like people party.
Yeah.
Like Cardi at the Met Gala,
Yeah.
she's not going to be all put together. She's going to have a good
And
time.
there's always a lot of parties
Yeah,
going on.
like Serena was hosting, like it was big parties going on.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking Met Gala, I'm all about like dressing up real nice, having somebody dress me. I'm like, what,
That
and
would be
then
fun.
having a good dinner, then partying, and the drink's gonna be flowing. You can't
Yeah.
go wrong with that.
That's true. That's true.
Exactly.
Well,
Come on, Kentucky
we-
Derby.
we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison today on the Kentucky Derby and the Met Gala. And also, I'm not, Brian, I'm sorry. I've been away for a while. I don't know the number anymore.
I'll put it up.
Okay, yes. Brian's going to put the number up. But if you want to call in and weigh in your
Numbers right there.
if you want to weigh in on the Kentucky Derby versus the Met Gala, it is 301-232-5700. Again, 301-232-5700. And I guess we can take a quick break, and when we come back, we can jump right into it. Pretty much.
Y'all call in. Call in. Let us know your
Absolutely.
thoughts.
Tell us what y'all think about this. And it is Fashion Victuals Radio, only on ripradionetwork.com.
your mark. Get set.
The festivity, the smiles on people's faces. There's really nothing quite like the Kentucky Derby.
They're off in the Kentucky Derby.
And whether you live in a big city or whether you live in a simple little country house, here's to you.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fashion Victuals Radio, only on RipRadioNetwork.com. I guess we can just kind of jump right into it because this has been a conversation in the background that we've been talking about the Met Gala versus the Kentucky Derby. Now, I feel some type of way about the Kentucky Derby. It holds a special place in my heart because my mom, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
My mom used to take me and my sister when we were younger to the racetrack with her. I know that's crazy.
Okay.
So we used to love watching the horses race, and then my sister and I, we were so little, so you bet on the horses, people throw their tickets down and stuff like that. So we kind of pick up the tickets and pretend like we was betting on the horses too and stuff.
Okay, makes sense.
So when you get older and you see the Kentucky Derby, it's like, oh, you mean I could be cute and watch horses too? Oh.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense to you.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense to you.
But I mean, the Kentucky Derby, even though the Met Gala is way more upscale.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I mean, it's no comparison.
Right.
But I would probably like to go to the parties at
the Met Gala.
No, not at the Met Gala, at the Kentucky Derby.
Okay.
I think they will be way more fun.
Really?
Like, it's a party. Like,
but who is there?
Everybody.
I can't wait to see who was there.
Did you see the celebrities that were there?
Nene Leakes?
No, it was football players there. The whole all the Patriots were there.
That's not saying much to me. I'm sorry.
Well, it's saying a whole lot to me. Because I would have loved to have been in the building to see that. And then, okay, the Met Gala.
Let's talk about the Met Gala.
Okay. So
Tiara.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. Tiara gave me life.
Exactly.
In her green dress. And that afro was to die for.
I'm telling you, did you not see her twerk session before
yes, I did.
Kicked off to Big Frida and see it? Come on,
Shout
man.
Shout out to Big Frida because I know this was like probably a dream come true for Big Frida. I'm a huge fan of Big Frida. So for them to do that twerk session and she had the cute little afro. Brought the New Orleans to the Met Gala.
Let's go, my baby.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
So Tiara's dress was hands down amazing. Mm-hmm. The afro with it was amazing. Lady Gaga gave me life too because her whole thing was she came out of one dress into another dress into damn.
She had 4 changes.
Yes.
4 changes.
I was like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, you know I had to Google what the theme of the Met Gala was because I was like,
What the hell's camp?
Camp? I'm like, what is camp?
Because I wasn't really feeling like the theme this year.
So it comes from a poem. It was a lady that wrote a poem back in 1962 or something like that.
Okay.
And so from that poem, it was like, it's culture. It's about being out there and feathers and big and
you know what I thought it was?
You see all the feathers and all the colors.
I thought it was really about camping.
Oh shit!
I
you
did.
thought it
I'm
was
not
about
gonna lie.
camping.
Like I'm like, oh, feathers. They talking about the animals in the woods.
That's why she want to go to the Kentucky Derby,
I'm
y'all.
just saying. I thought it was really about camp. I'm thinking like I'm going to see camp hat, like camping theme for real. And then Janelle Monáe, She gave me life.
Oh, I did. People sleeping on her. I love her.
I thought that was
It
amazing.
was
How
not-
about the eye was blinking?
Oh,
on
yeah,
her
that was
costume?
very- yeah.
I was like, okay, you know what? You gave me life. You gave me
Yeah,
life.
that was
and
nice.
hats on hats on hats.
That was nice.
That was nice.
I did. I like that.
And then who else had a really
The
nice?
drag queen. Did you see the
Which one?
The drag. Which one? Billy Porter.
I did
Was
not
it? Didn't
see.
he do drag? Was it drag? Yeah. Was it sorta?
Sort of.
I think it was a remake because somebody did that before though, right? But it was nice. I
Really?
like that. Yeah, I love like the culture of it.
Yeah,
I love
do.
it.
I do.
Beware. Hold on. I'm back. The power. Hold on.
Super producer Brian.
Oh, hello, folks. I'm back. Keep in mind, we do have the battle between the big dresses and the gowns, and Mr. Porter is one of the combatants. So be prepared for what you're about to see. So, but overall, mind you, I'll agree with. Let's say this: the dress of the night to me was Cardi's.
Yes,
Everybody
I agree,
loves
Cardi.
dress.
Trey said that too. My friend Trey from California, San Francisco, he said.
Everybody
Cardi.
said Mikey So Fly said Cardi's dress was amazing. Cardi's dress was absolutely amazing.
Let's talk about Cardi's dress. What actually went into that dress?
35 people in 2,000 hours.
That's
went into-
crazy.
Can you believe that? 35 people.
crazy.
And 2,000 man hours went into the.
Didn't they say something about her rubies being like over like $1 million or something?
I think so.
That's crazy.
And her headpiece.
But she went from like pose, dancing on pose to like wearing $1 million clothes.
But you know what? She did it right though.
She
I'm gonna tell
did
y'all,
it.
Cardi does it right. Okay, she like I don't care about my past. Y'all know about my past.
Right.
She
That's
don't
what I
come-
love about her.
Exactly. She's so real.
And winning.
Yes. But
Man.
that gown, hunty, and it took 5 people to hold her train.
5 people.
5 people.
Yeah.
That thing looked heavy as hell.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Hey, she did it though.
She did.
I'm
She
serious.
really
like,
did.
I did. I love somebody like I love a good comeback story. You know.
oh yes, oh yes.
I love it.
And let's talk about Nikki's dress.
Uh-oh.
Now,
Let's
she
talk
wore my
about
favorite-
Nicki's
like,
dress.
I love the color pink. I think pink looks great on Nicki Minaj. I even like the pink ponytail look, the frosted pink wig that she had on. The dress was not her. It
No,
was
I
just
agree.
not her. I honestly,
I agree.
I felt like it could have been way more elegant than what I saw. I really do.
Yeah,
it's
because
just-
I think because it was short, and then when you look at the back, it looked real all like scrunched
Yeah.
together, like a comforter
and
almost.
then I have this long train attached to it. It was like,
Yeah,
okay,
I felt bad for her. I was reading some of her fan comments, and they were saying like she looked unhappy.
yeah.
But you know what? We all go through stuff. But you know,
But I mean, she shouldn't have all that shade to be throwing.
well, you know who wore colored hair? I think they did a good job with it.
Who?
The Jenner sisters. What's the girl's name? Kylie.
Kylie and Kendall.
Let me tell you,
They're
Tokyo did their hair. They looked amazing.
Shout out to Tokyo Styles because he is from Arlington, Virginia, and he has been coming up for a minute.
Hey.
Like his wigs are slayed to the gods. And I remember
Yes.
I reached out to him. I DM'd him on the side. This was like 3 years ago. I was like, "Hey, how much are your pieces?" He said $1,500. I said, "Do you take payment plans?" 'Cause I ain't
No.
got it.
That's no, I'm serious. When I saw them, I was like, they were so well put together. They looked
were.
good. The whole family looked good, though.
They looked amazing. Even
And-
Kim Kardashian.
And everybody had a black man on their shoulder, except
Hold on, wait. Flag on the play. Flag on the play. There's a flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
What's the flag?
I was not feeling that Kim K dress.
You wasn't?
I was
Let
not.
me tell
Okay.
you why I liked her dress, because that was her personality. Her and Kanye got this whole nature-looking theme color going on with their stuff, and she wore a dress that was pretty much nude and tan. You know, the nude part
I'm sorry.
underneath and tan.
They can say
she
what they
looked
want
great
to
in
say
it.
about Kim K, but she rocks any style I've ever seen her in.
But that to me, no. If you look at it, go ahead.
But the thing is, it's Kim Kardashian. Would
Yes.
you expect anything different?
She came well again. Again, this is where I feel like there's a problem here. Now everyone can hype up the Kardashian and Jenners, the Jenner girls. Shoot, they look like like mannequins for Little Kim. Because if you saw one of the, I think Kylie's dress, it was straight out of Kim.
Little Kim.
Little Kim's
Oh.
freaking purple.
But they looked amazing.
outfits.
She rocked it though. They
She did a
See,
good job.
They rocked- they
to
looked
me,
amazing.
Again, I really think I don't know what it is with the Kardashian Jenner group, but they I don't know they
Money.
invest in themselves.
Okay.
They invest in
Okay.
themselves with this whole black culture, which I'll respect it to a bit. But again, going back to Kim Kardashian West, I did not like that dress. It was too tight fitting, revealing a bit too much. Now,
That's
Kanye
her.
to him, he'll enjoy it.
That's her. That's
afterwards.
who she is.
I understand it's her. I understand that, but unfortunately, I really just did not feel that at all.
Okay, so here's my thing. There's a little backstory to that too. So I read that the reason why Kanye wore what he wore to the Met Gala is because he felt like for once she was the invite and he was her +1.
Right.
So he let her shine. So he gave her all the credit this time. Now, the dress that she wore to the party, did you see the ice blue dress that she wore with the headpiece?
Oh no, I didn't.
Oh, yes. Honestly, she should have worn that to the Met Gala, but, you know.
Yeah, they all changed.
Okay. Well, I'm going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to sit down with AJ of Gunline Radio. He in the building. I honestly didn't think you would make it. We're going to talk to him about the Food and Wine Festival that went down at the National Harbor. Fashion Victuals Radio. I'm lazy that said that. Welcome back to Fashion Victuals Radio, only on RipRadioNetwork.com. Of course, we always sidebarring on the show, and we were just notified that Black drag queens invented the theme camp. That should tell you something.
Shout out to the black people.
All right. AJ!
What's happening?
What's
good?
going on?
Hey.
AJ is here from Gunline Radio. If you all don't know, Gunline Radio is tuned in every other Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m.
bi-weekly,
here
man,
on Rip Radio Network.
Yeah, bi-weekly, you know, do it 4 to 6. You know what I'm saying? Me and Dada Corleone. And,
Absolutely. Shout out to
DJ
Dada.
Johnny B, you know what I'm saying? You know, so, you know, appreciate you for having me. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Welcome back. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that out the way.
I missed everybody.
You did?
I
missed
did.
You. We missed you.
I did. I really missed everybody. I missed this place.
How'd it feel? Been away for a little while.
A clearer head. Let me put it like that.
Okay.
Clearer head.
Yeah.
So
that's what's happening.
You know, sometimes we need that. We need that little break.
For sure.
You know.
For sure, man. Welcome back, though. That's
Thank you.
Hey.
Now, everybody, I have AJ on the show because he has snuck off to the Food and Wine
I snuck
Festival
off like
at the
crazy.
National Harbor this past Saturday,
Yeah,
and
man.
I was like, hold up.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the show. I was like, wait, Dada there by herself.
man.
And he done snuck off and went to the Food and Wine Festival.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
You do. You definitely do.
Take a little vacay, you know, staycation, and you know what I mean. Go get your sippy sip on. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And you know I'm a big foodie.
Yeah. for
So
sure.
that's why I want to know, how was the experience for you?
Man, well, first of all, let me start off by saying this was the 11th annual Food
Yeah, it's
and
been
Wine,
going on for quite a while here.
Yeah, festival at the National Harbor, and out of the 11th, I've been at least 5 times, at least. And the experience for me, it was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? I got a chance to go last year, and of course again this year. Now the only difference was that last year was at where the TV monitor, the big screen is.
Oh yeah.
And,
Okay.
as soon as you come up, by the restaurants, it was all right there on the pier and everything.
Right.
This time around, though, it was all the way behind the Gaylord.
In the parking lot.
Like, no, all the way behind the Gaylord, like all the way. So it was like everybody. And
So
their
it was
mama,
like totally empty back there.
it is empty back there, but they had it all set up with the tents and everything.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
So it was just that was the only bad experience about the whole thing, was that you parked, you know what I'm saying, at the harbor, but you had to walk 2 miles to get to it. But other than that,
Wow.
I mean, nice food, nice wine, and it was pretty dope. It was
So
pretty dope.
what are some of the vendors that were participating in the event?
Well, you had Jamaican vendors,
Okay.
with the curry and the chicken and the
Oh,
goat.
that sounded like your favorite. That was your favorite.
That was my favorite.
That was your
man.
favorite.
That was my favorite. Now I could only nibble on it because brother got the Crohn's disease. So, and, the porta potties. You know what I'm saying? With the blue juice, you ain't trying to.
I know this, right?
Get the splash up. They had a lot of cheese vendors.
Okay.
Nuts and things of that nature. They also now what was interesting about one of the vendors. It was this vendor. Now check this out. They sold bacon strips. Right, and they had like all different flavors, like from
Bacon, okay.
bacon to like cinnamon bacon.
Really?
And it smelled real good. Now the only thing that turned me off about it was the bacon strips for $5 a strip on a skewer. They were like
$5 for one single bacon strip?
One single bacon strip. They had the steak and cheese van out there. They had tacos. They had, how you pronounce it, gyros. I don't eat that stuff.
Gyros.
It's so many different places.
Gyros,
Gyros.
Yeah,
I mean, they had a lot of different food vendors out there that were giving away samples, you know.
Okay.
But for the most part, you had to pretty much really just, buy the food. But it was cool. It was cool. I think they had enough out there for what you wanted, for whatever,
So what do you think was your favorite?
My favorite, I had the tacos. They had the 3 for $9. I got pretty much 3 chicken tacos.
Do you
He remember how much it was, 3 for $9. He like trying to get his money's worth.
I tried to play it safe.
He trying to get his money's worth.
Yeah. I tried to forget the 3 for $9. Also, they had a lot of good cheeses out there. You know what I'm saying? So
I love a good cheese and wine mix.
Oh yeah, for
I do.
sure.
See, my thing about me is like I would like to get into more wines. I think when my aunt comes up, like I need to get into more wines. Like I usually don't like the red wines, and I don't like the very sweet wines, like the dessert wines. I don't like.
Okay.
So, but I need to do that. I need to attend a wine festival or something. So maybe the next wine festival we could do that.
Yes.
Before we do the Kentucky Derby, we can do a wine festival.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good experience. If I was to rate my overall experience, I'm talking about from the time I got there to the time I left. I was 1 to 10. 1 to 10. I would say because of the 3 mile walk, a half of a mile there and a half a mile back to the vehicle, and the other thing that they give you the souvenir glasses, of course, when you walk in.
Okay.
And when you get to the vendors, they had like over 150 like wine, like international and like domestic.
That's nice.
Vendors. Like it was.
I wasn't here.
When I say it was a lot of vendors there. Like,
do you pay one price?
You pay now. All right.
I see something too.
Let's get into
Come on,
the
AJ,
pricing.
break it down.
So of course it was Saturday and Sunday, right?
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
2-day event.
Two-day event. I had general admission tickets. Now I got a steal, caught it on Groupon. 2 tickets, $27 a piece. At the door they were $45 a piece for general admission.
All right.
They also had VIP. Now general admission was 1 to 6. Now they had VIP that was $105, right? And you got an extra hour, so you got in at 12. They gave you this little gift bag. They gave you the little wine and cheese tray. You can stick your wine. Okay. Now, in my previous experience, I got like 10 trays. They used to give them out as gifts, but now you got to be a VIP member. Now, from what I heard from a lot of the VIP people that I spoke to, it was kind of unorganized in the beginning, so they didn't really get in until about 1 o'clock. So they paid an extra $55, $60, for nothing basically. So on top of the walk, the ticket prices I think were kind of a little steep, even for general admission. The other thing that I would have to kind of like get on them about is the sipping size, man, the pour size. Now how like
they give you a taste.
Come on, like a little. Like I'm like
it wasn't even a shot.
Like seriously,
like you couldn't even taste it really.
Like let me tell you, like you see how much liquor I got in this cup?
Yeah.
I would have to go to about 30 vendors to get
that much.
Come
you
on,
lying?
I kid you not.
Yeah.
Like the bottom of the wine glass, that was the only thing that was. I mean, it was enough to like really.
Well, I guess because they had to satisfy everybody who was there.
And I get it, but I've been, other times before.
Could you also buy the bottle if you enjoyed the bottle?
Yeah, you could buy the bottle. You could buy cases. Some vendors sold cases. They also had, you could get about a glass, and normally it was on average about $5 a glass at every.
That's
booth.
not bad.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
Now I'm gonna tell you where I kind of got thrown off at. I didn't know that they had water on site to clean your glasses. Like I never went through that. It's like every time I've gone, like I've always just nobody. So I went up to her, I said, let me get some of that. She got the water, poured it. I said, what, you got to dilute it? She said, no, I'm just washing your glasses.
So you can actually get the taste. It's a wine tasting.
That was a wine festival first for me. So shout out to you for rinsing the glass. I appreciate it. That was cool.
She wants you to actually taste the wine.
And that's what she said. She said, I want you to taste my product. And I was like, I respect that. That's what's up. That was the first time it happened. I was like, cool.
I have to do that. Hey, That's gonna be my job. I'm gonna do the Groupon thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna look on
Definitely do the
Groupon.
Shout out to Groupon.
Man, shout out to Groupon. I feel like taking an addict out. Do the Groupon.
Hey,
man.
nothing wrong with
No, it's
Groupon.
not. It'll
Nothing.
save
Hey,
your
what's the
life.
comedian name that made Groupon even more popular?
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Haddish, yeah,
If Tiffany Haddish can use Groupon, I
Man,
can use Groupon.
It'll save your life.
And I won't be ashamed of it.
Yeah, no, for real.
What's up, Jordan and Joe?
I mean, I say what? Was that $18 per ticket? I mean,
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. Yeah, so it was a good experience though, man.
Okay.
I definitely go to the 12th and all the other ones to come. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go. You gotta.
I you know how I am. I love food and I
Yeah.
love to experience new things.
Oh, yeah.
So I would love to.
Oh, they
go.
have lots of food.
You do love food. I think that's why we became so close. That's why I can't lose this extra baby fat.
I didn't gain that extra baby fat. I'm like, why can't I stop eating
What's your favorite thing to eat?
everything? What the fuck you mean?
I'm a Southern boy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a
See,
Southern
so
boy. I
am I.
love greens
Yeah.
and candy yams
Barbecue,
and
yeah, like
barbecue. Oh
soul
my
food,
gosh,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
You know, when I go to different cities, I always try to look up different places to eat as far
Right.
as food.
Right.
You know, I go on Yelp, I go on Google, because I always look at the ratings. If it's 4 stars or more, then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
So I went to this place, this empanadas place in Houston
I saw
on
that.
Monday.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had an empanada in Lord knows how long. But the fact that they make their empanadas fresh per order was crazy. And they sold them for dirt cheap. Like, I literally had 2 empanadas and a dessert
Texas
and
for you,
fries.
baby.
You were in Texas. Like, what do you expect?
I know,
Like,
but I mean,
frozen
like,
empanadas? I don't
They
think
were
so.
selling empanadas like $3.50
Exactly.
per one.
He paid. Look, he paid. Hey, he paid $3 for $9 for
I
tacos.
know.
There, it's gonna be like
I know.
$1 per taco.
I'm trying to tell you, they gonna get you. They gonna get you before you go. You gonna have them handles, girl.
So,
Shut
AJ,
up. Don't say that.
wait a minute. Time out. AJ, please tell me you saw some Met Gala photos.
I did.
Okay,
I did.
and I'm who
I
did?
did.
Okay, and did you see any Kentucky Derby photos?
Not really.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, nah,
And so,
nah.
think about. You know what the Kentucky Derby is about, right,
Right,
AJ?
right, right. Yeah, for
All
sure.
right. Where
Shout
would
out to my mom.
What's
no,
up,
shout
Mama?
out, shout out to your mom.
Shout
I
out to
love
your
her.
mama.
Like, I absolutely rocks with your mom.
Yes.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the subject at hand. So, AJ,
Yeah.
thinking about the Kentucky Derby versus the Met Gala,
Yeah.
what do you think, if you had opportunity, which event would you attend?
Oh, that's a good question. I would probably, knowing me, I would probably go to the Kentucky Derby.
Okay, and why the
See?
Kentucky Derby? Why the Kentucky? When you think about the Kentucky Derby, you don't see a lot of. I didn't see a lot of.
No, you don't. You see a lot of white women with the hats and like they, like a white
But
shirt.
let me ask y'all something.
But I think the experience. I'm more of an experienced person, and I've been to a lot of. Now I haven't been to the Met. But I've been to a handful
AJ
of
Bougie.
galas.
AJ Bougie. I've been to. I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that. Okay, AJ.
Look
I've been
at
to a
that.
couple
Okay,
galas. Not the Met, but I've been to a couple of Forest Hill
I've
Mall
been to,
galas.
Not Forest Mill Mall.
CBC.
Did you really say Forest Hill Mall?
I'm just Irvin's. I'm just saying. I mean,
He got a custom-made suit from Jazz's.
I can't with
Come on with the custom-made suit from Jazz's.
trying to go to Kentucky Derby with the feather in the hat right here with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
put a $5 bet in on horse and sit back. So is this the one with the horse like went out the lane? Is this?
Yeah.
Yep. And the
I
horse
was
got
mad because I wanted if
That's
that
the
was
only thing I heard about it.
So the name of the horse was Maximum Security.
Okay.
And he was actually my first pick. I had Maximum Security, honor of Code of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I had Tacitus, and I had one more, but I did not think that the horse that actually won the Kentucky Derby would win the Kentucky Derby because he didn't even place.
But he was like the runt.
No, the horse didn't place. Like they line up the first 18, and then the last 2 are they don't place. So pretty much what it means is like people have to say, pretty much cast their bets. So it's like a 4-1, chance that the horse will win. They did not place. Maximum Security was everybody's top pick. I was upset because I mean, honestly, he crossed the line first. Of course, everybody's seen it, and then then the other horse came in second, and then it was Code of Honor third, and then Tacitus came in fourth, or either vice versa.
But that's a good story, though, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
That is a good story.
It is. Think about it. You don't get placed. So if you don't get placed, you can't bet on that horse.
So the thing is, like, and my mom actually made a comment. Shout out to my mother because she taught me how to bet on horses.
Okay.
So either you, I know that's bad. So you either win first place or show. Okay. First, second, and third. But you can also do trifecta as well. Yeah. So honestly, it comes into like you betting, like it's the numbers. Like you betting on the 3-pick or the 4-pick and stuff like that.
But honestly though, don't the people who own a horse, like the rich people, them the people who really make the money though. Like you may make a couple $100.
The jockeys make money, then the owners make money, and the trainers make money.
So how quick is the race? Like, do they go? Like, I haven't really watched. Do they go around one time?
But it takes forever.
No, it's not. It's not even a minute. It's like literally, depending on how fast the horse is.
Yeah.
Most Kentucky Derbies or most horse races last less than 2 minutes. They go around the track one full time, so it's half a mile. If I'm not mistaken, it's like quarter mile, half a mile.
Each race is different though, right?
Right.
A different. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much it's a whole mile.
So okay.
So just think about a racetrack 4 times the size.
Okay, so one lap is okay. I'm thinking like
one lap is a mile.
I'm thinking like one lap is like
I was thinking like you though, AJ. I was thinking like you.
No.
Our mama didn't take us to races when I was.
Me either.
But you know what? I'm from Arkansas. We did have like the racetrack in Hot Springs. It's really big in Hot Springs.
I live in Fort Washington. We got Rosecroft, but they ain't
That's
never
where
open.
my mom used to take
They ain't
us.
never open though.
Back in the day, it was Rosecroft and then the Laurel racetrack. So Maryland does have 3 major racetracks, which is Rosecroft, Laurel, and it was one more, and I forgot the name of it. I mean, it's been so long. And then you have, if you go to West Virginia, the Hollywood Casino, they do horse races out there.
Yeah, for sure.
In West Virginia.
Now, see,
In West
see, they actually had
Kentucky,
horses
West
out there,
Virginia.
Come on, Rosecroft.
It's what they
Get it
do.
together.
So my thing is, I told him that I would prefer to go to the Kentucky Derby because I want the experience.
Okay.
I want to be able to wear my big hat and wear my dress and live.
What do
like
the guys wear?
They wear suits and hats as well.
Oh, they
wear like
salmon.
Yeah, I was gonna say like a fluorescent colored suit.
You know how hot it is in Kentucky right about.
It rained, okay? It rained.
And even worse.
Free State. That's my mother. She said Free State was the other one.
Free. Shout out to Free State. I mean, pulling it in second, coming in first.
I'm sorry, y'all. Nothing other than Kentucky basketball sounds fun to me about Kentucky.
Well, I mean, you're only there for the weekend of the race because, I mean, there's parties going on and stuff like that, and there's other races leading up to the major one. So at least my thing is when I looked at the prices for the Kentucky Derby, they were a little expensive. So
how much?
Like $2,000 and up.
Ooh, wee.
Okay.
What'd you say about that Met Gala?
That's how much you paying for a plate at the Met Gala or more.
But you know what I heard though too about the Met Gala? I heard that the person who actually made their dress usually pay for them to go there and they make their outfit usually.
What do you mean?
Like I heard that they pay the person who makes their the
designer
designer pays for them to go there.
Really?
I heard that, but I don't know. You know, I read a lot of things.
That's what
everything you read, you can't trust.
That's true. That's true.
So
you know, as I was watching the Kentucky Derby, I'm like, you know, it's always been something that I wanted to experience. I wanted to actually do the whole Triple Crown. I want to do the Kentucky Derby. I want to do the Preakness, and I want to do Belmont Stakes.
She must gonna be marrying a rich man.
I'm
she gonna
looking
2,000
for
rich
him.
man.
I'm looking
Just
for him.
6,000 in a year.
No, because okay.
Spent on looking at some horses.
Right.
So shade no shade.
Yeah.
The Preakness is not that expensive.
Oh, okay,
it's like $200-300 to go to the Preakness.
I can manage that.
Right.
For
you know,
sure.
and it's right in Baltimore, and you still can go to the parties and stuff at the Preakness.
But
And-
it's Baltimore.
and it's the more-
it's in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore.
And it's the most interesting because,
Why? Because of the strippers?
well, besides
know
that,
what?
Oh, okay.
Wait, strippers at the race?
At the Preakness.
Yes,
At the-
This is Baltimore. They got strippers at the Preakness.
Yeah, right on Baltimore Avenue.
yeah,
It is Baltimore.
But besides the strippers,
sorry, Baltimore folks.
yeah, but besides the strippers, the also main thing is since it's the middle race of
It
the
is
Triple
the middle
Crown,
race.
it's the most important one because
Yep.
whoever wins the Kentucky Derby, you want to see him win the Preakness
Preakness.
because
Okay.
it makes
Oh,
the
I
Belmont
get you.
Stakes more interesting.
I got you. Okay.
So
Okay.
that's why they pulled maximum security, because they said that they were not going to race maximum security in the Preakness, even though he was disqualified from the Kentucky Derby, he
Okay.
still had a chance to go to the Preakness and kind of like win that.
So the Kentucky Derby is first. It's the first one.
Yes,
The first race.
it
Okay.
is the first one. It's
right.
the most important one because you get to see what you're
You get to see
betting.
what's out there. It's like dating. You take.
So,
There you
so
go.
when is the Preakness? When is the Preakness?
The Preakness is May 18th.
May 18th.
I'm going.
So it's,
Okay.
it's the Kentucky Derby is the first Saturday of May. The Preakness is the third Saturday of May.
Okay.
And the Belmont Stake is the first Saturday in June.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
And Belmont Stakes is right in Long Island, New York. So it's not that far.
So they like back to back to back then.
Yeah.
I can do the Baltimore thing. I can do the Baltimore thing.
Yeah.
You can't go to Long Island.
But usually I don't go to Baltimore unless I'm flying out of BWI.
I don't either. But
Going
I'll
on a
go
trip.
For that.
Oh, man.
I mean, if Baltimore can have car racing and the Preakness, I mean that's a lot right there because they do car racing in Baltimore as well.
So is it like Baltimore or is it like Baltimore County? Like, it's a difference. 'Cause
I
if
think it's
like
like
I think it's like
it's like the
Baltimore.
city in the
get
right?
out of here.
Yeah.
Isn't it like downtown Baltimore, right? Where they,
Not downtown. It's more Baltimore,
Like-
the Baltimore County area.
Okay, I'm about to say it's about where they shot
They need
wire
the
at.
room. They need the room.
Yeah, they do.
is it where they be shooting?
What was it?
Actually, Miss Tiara, now we come to the time. I feel like you guys talked about the gowns and the hats, and you guys wanted to see more. So now I believe it's time to compare which is better. Don't
As
you think?
far
As between a Kentucky Derby person and a Met Gala person, and you'll be intrigued with what we have here.
okay, so the Met Gala, it's no comparison. It's
None.
the Met Gala.
Well,
like
we'll see.
literally-
Well,
okay.
Let's see. Let's see.
Okay,
Okay, so-
here's the first picture. So of
Okay,
course
let's
we
look at the
talked
first
about Kim
picture.
K and her dress, and we have this lovely from the Kentucky with her
Ooh-wee. Okay,
nice little
Kim.
hat. What do you think?
Hold on, time out. So, who is this to the left?
That's somebody
just
who's at the Kentucky Derby.
who's a patron of the Kentucky Derbies. Her main thing is her hat compared to Kim Kardashian.
You gotta look at Kim K. Look at that from the face.
Man.
You can't compare. Man, you cannot compare.
I'm going
I don't
to
care
the
what
Met.
you say about Kim K. She's killing it.
She killing that.
She's
See, look,
killing it.
I give it to him. It's Kim K all the
Yeah,
way
it's
with
Kim
this
K.
one.
It's Kim K. I gotta
All right.
give it to Kim.
Next one?
Next one, we have, this is Jared Leto and his partner against two guys who pretty much matching together.
So the two guys to the
Jared
left, they went to
Leto.
the horse race.
Yeah, they're going to the
I
Kentucky
did not
Derby.
understand why he brought a mannequin of his
No,
head.
I know
but-
why. Because I did my research.
Okay.
So he brought a mannequin because the designer he's wearing, when they did their show, the designers, the models actually had mannequin heads. So that's what he did. The designer he wore, that he did the exact same thing that the models did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, yeah.
Oh no, them two dudes on the left, like they probably party. They probably party. I go hang with them. I'm gonna go.
They look like they had a good
they look
time
like
at the
they had a
Kentucky
good time,
Derby.
don't they?
Look at
I'm
his
gonna go party
glasses.
with them. What's up? They look like they had a good time.
They do like they had a good
See
time,
that dude
though.
over there to the right? I don't know. That kind of freaks.
That freaks you out, though.
He's sitting there like the
kinda
Undertaker
creepy.
and shit.
He look like he love himself. He just love himself.
Like, he gonna kill me. Nah.
You got any more, Brian?
Oh, yes, here we go.
come
We
on, show us
have,
some more,
here's
Brian.
my second favorite dress, J-Lo.
No, she killed
J
it.
Lo, I promise
killed
you,
it.
I swear, when I'm in my age bracket that she's in,
Yeah.
shout out to J Lo because she's a Leo too. I would love to have that body.
But you can too. All you gotta do is
Yeah.
she
I
worked out
know.
hard, but I'm sure
She
she
worked out
also
hard.
She
spent
pushes
some
away
money.
from the
I'm
table,
sure.
and I'm not
No,
ready to do that.
that's all hard work out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Okay. All hard work.
Yeah.
J Lo looks amazing.
She worked out for the stripper movie
She
too.
looks
So you know.
amazing. But I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Sis's hat on the
But
left
who is that?
is the bomb. I love the hat. I
Nah.
love the
That's
hat.
that's a good Easter church hat.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I still go with the Met.
It looked
right
like
now.
it came out to gift
The Met
shop
Gala
at
is
the
killing
Botanical
them.
Gardens and shit. I'm like, okay.
I mean, you get okay. Next picture.
Next picture.
Okay, J-Lo.
We have Idris Elba and his newly wife, and we have Travis Tritt and his wife.
I'm sorry. I'm going with Idris. Sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta go with the people. I'm sorry.
I'm going to the right.
I don't like her
Okay,
hair
so-
on the right. I don't like
Yeah.
his wife's hair, but I'm sorry.
I don't like her hair either. And honestly, that picture, she looks like Laverne Cox.
Oh, she does. She does. She does.
I'm
I
actually
agree.
gonna go with the one on the left.
You going with
Travis
the left?
Tritt.
Okay.
I love that hat she got on. I'm a hat.
That- no, the
person.
hat
I
is
love-
cool. The hat is
That hat
cool.
is
I like
killing it. I love that hat, and that beats her wig. So I love
Sorry,
that.
but his suit like a regular Sunday
It's like
suit.
a regular Sunday suit, and
It
it's wrinkled
does.
too. Like he.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
It's
it's
It's not
again,
very well. It's not fitting.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, but see, had I gone to the Kentucky Derby, I would have fit in with him sitting next to him. I would have been like,
regular Joe, huh?
Oh, my man. Okay, all right.
Go ahead,
Next one.
Next photo.
We have Cardi
Come on,
B.
Cardi.
That's the picture I saw. That was the only. Yeah.
Hey, come on, Cardi. Cardi killed it.
Cardi B, of course, all day.
I'm sorry, Cardi killed it. I'm sorry, Cardi killed it.
The hours that went in that dress and the people who put it together, it's her all day.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I love
it's Cardi all day.
Who's the designer?
But what about the lady in the Kentucky Derby?
Tom Brown.
She's cute and everything, but
Tom.
I mean,
What was
Cardi
designer?
B,
Tom Brown.
I think Tom Brown.
Tom Brown. Yeah.
35 people, 2,000 man hours. That's all I'm saying. It was all worth it.
I'm sorry. It's like two different levels. It's like honestly, I feel like the Kentucky Derby is like a lot of old money.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot
And
of
the
old
Met
money.
Gala is Anna Wintour is.
No, she's
like,
old money, but a lot of
shit
people
old.
going is like new money. Come on,
Yeah.
Cardi B was dancing on poles. That's
And
new
then-
money.
and then you
That's
probably
new
gotta have
money.
proper etiquette at the
Here's the
Kentucky
next one.
Derby.
Here's
No,
the
come on,
Let's see the
one,
next one. Let's see the next
Okay.
one.
What we got?
Next one.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going with old
Who that is?
He killed. That's who did I say it was earlier?
I forgot
Porter?
his name.
Brit.
Oh, look at what the good.
But I will say this. He came in there with 6 men holding him up in the air. So I think I'm going to go with the one on the right.
I'm gonna go with the right. You know
I'm
what I'm
going
saying?
with the right. I like the wings.
Yeah, I'm feeling
You being
that.
free.
That's
I respect
the-
people
You
who
should
be
see
free
what he
and be
wore
who
to
you
the
are. for
Grammys.
sure.
Did you see what he wore to the Grammys?
I did not see what he
Oh,
wore to the
I'll
Grammys.
show you after.
But no, I feel people be who you are.
Like a
Be who you
butterfly.
are.
Okay, next one.
All right, next one. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We have the Jenner girls and couple of
Oh, they
Normans.
killed him. The Jenners killed. I'm sorry, them sisters killed it. That's what I was saying.
Who are these chicks over here? Come on, man. Come on now.
Hey, them
I'm
the
going to
sisters
the
killed
right.
it. I'm sorry.
It's
They're
no
right.
comparison.
Yeah, for sure.
They
for
can't
sure.
compare. Look at
The
them
Jenner,
girls.
the
They
Jenner
looked like
girls
they at the
killed
swap
it.
meeting.
Hold up, I'm mad they didn't put their pimp mother out there because remember, Chris wore a blonde wig to the Met Gala.
She looked black. No, when I saw her, she looked like a black. No, I'm sorry.
didn't.
Did she not look like a black woman?
I was
Be
not
honest.
gonna go there with you
But
because I
did she
had to
not-
look twice and be like, "Is that Chris?"
I promise, man. When you look at Kris Jenner,
Yeah.
she look like a black woman. I'm serious.
Man.
All right, here's the last
all that
one.
black
Last
meat
one.
in her.
And
Last
this
one, here
I
we
have a
go, last
question.
one.
This is Von Miller and Trevor Noah.
I'm sorry. The brother killed it on the left.
Yes,
Yeah.
Trevor. Oh, come on, Trevor Noah. Look what he wore.
And if you
Von Miller. Let me tell you, Von Miller killed it, and he was doing.
did.
He
He
was
killed it.
hosting parts
Come on,
of the
Trevor. Come
Kentucky
on,
Derby.
man.
I was like, okay, I see
Von
you.
Miller killed it.
I love that
Trevor.
hat. He
and here's
did
the funny
it.
thing
Von Miller killed it.
about Trevor's pants. If you sadly zoom in
Yeah,
closely,
he got his zipper open.
it's not the zipper. It's a paper clip.
It's a paper clip.
Come on.
Yo.
Come on.
and his T-shirt says, "This is all
formality.
formality."
Wow.
Give me
He's
strength.
like he going to the gym.
Oh, brother.
I can't.
Come on.
I
Paper
cannot.
clip.
I cannot.
That sound like I don't even do that.
That's what you do. That's what you do when this little thing come off the zip.
Yeah, that's like back in the day. Like I don't even do that.
Well, Kanye West wore a whole sweatsuit, so I don't know what y'all talking
But
about.
that's Kanye, man. That's what Kanye does.
Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in to Fashion Victuals Radio. Thank you,
man.
AJ from
Man,
Gunline
thank you for
Radio.
having me, man, and welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you, thank
Yeah,
you, thank
yeah.
you, AD.
AD.
Y'all will see him next Wednesday.
Oh,
same
yes.
time, same channel. Everybody, I'm Tiara the Diva. Tune in next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Peace.